What's going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And today, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I have a special player build for you all today. This is going to be an incredible Brandon Roy build, because for me, I'm just thankful that I was able to get Brandon Roy shades, because usually I don't get Brandon Roy shades. I have to do some other nonsense, but we are going to get Brandon Roy shades today. And not only that, this build is going to dominate. I'm telling you right now, wait until we get into the build. So Brandon Roy, to me, one of the greatest Blazers players of all time. He's definitely top 3. I don't care what nobody says. He's definitely top 3. All right. So look, driving layup 93. We know if we was to put this driving layup into the My Player Builder, we get layup mixmaster on gold. So that's dope. He has a 75 standing dunk, right? The equivalent to the 75 standing dunk would be cool, but it will make sense to go 72 so we can get the rise up at least on bronze, right? 95 driving dunk is crazy. So the layup is crazy. The standing dunk, like, what can he do in the paint with the 91 close shot? Now, B. Roy was incredible. The mid-range game was crazy. He just would pull up on the dime, cook people in the mid-range, pull up, fades, all of that, right? So now, 3-point shot of a 76, that is dope. Then you get a 78 free throw, man. Now, some decent post control, can't go wrong with that. You know, that's not bad. In terms of the playmaking, so we get an 80 pass accuracy, 86 ball handle with the 82 speed with ball. That's dope. That's dope. Can't go wrong with that, right? Now for defense, he wasn't known as the best defender, but as you can see on the screen, he's pretty solid with the defense. All right, so look at that: 66 interior, 79 perimeter defense, which is dope, 69 steal, 60 block, and then he get that 60 defensive rebound. So that's dope. That's decent. You know what I mean? To be a decent defender, this is a predominantly scoring build. So for him to have these type of decent attributes on defense, that's dope. Now we're gonna look at the physical. So that's good. 87 speed is incredible. 82 agility, 68 strength, 96 vertical. Does he really have a 96 vertical? That's kind of crazy though. A lot of these players be having these ridiculously amount of vert, man. It just be crazy. But let's go check the badges. So as you can see, area wizard, float game, layup mixmaster, all right, posterizer on gold, shifty shooter on gold, bailout on silver, dead out on silver, lightning launch on silver. Like, all of these badges are fantastic. You know, you can't go wrong with all of these badges. So we seen the attributes, we saw the badges. Now let's go to the My Player Builder to create the one and only Brandon Roy. Let's do it. All right, my people, so we in the My Player Builder. As you can see, first and last name Brandon Roy, right hand jersey number 7. We're gonna go to shooting guard. We're going 6'6" on that height. We're gonna go 215 on the weight, and then we're gonna go to a 6'8" wingspan. All right, so now we're starting with the physical. So I definitely want to get that 80 vertical. Absolutely, right? 80 vertical is gonna be incredible. He had a 69 strength or 68, something like that. So I want to at least get 67, because 67 ties to getting the silver physical finisher. And this build is going to have high layup and high dunk, so I wanted to definitely have at least 87. All right, so now for the agility, I just went 80 on the agility, and then I went 80 on the speed. Some people may say this is not enough speed, but in my honest opinion, I've been testing out speed, and like I said, if you want more speed, like if you want maybe like 85 and above, you could definitely maybe put cap breakers here, or you could do your own Brandon Roy build and use this as a template build and just switch it up how you like. But this is how I wanted to do it. Defensive rebound is definitely going to be great, so we're going to get that 60 because he had 60. We also get that bronze box out beast. These can also go higher, so you know, if you want to go gold rebound chaser, or you know, even silver with the max plus 1s and 2, you could do that, but I wouldn't max plus 1 no rebound. I ain't doing that on those Brandon Roy builds. So now, right, the perimeter defense, we're gonna go 74. He had a 79, but nothing happens if we go to 79. The only thing that we could get is the 80 perimeter defense for the gold off-ball pass, but I feel like because we're going offensive heavy, the 74 is more than enough to get the job done. And still, we're gonna go up to a 60 on the steal, which to me, this would be cool if you want to max plus 1 or 2 this, 1 to silver, 2 to gold. It's really up to you. The block, he had a 60 block, so I definitely wanted to give him that 60 block because that's what he had. That's gonna be dope. Speed with ball, we're going 80 on that speed with ball, and then the ball handling, we're going to an 86. So we get some great badges. As you can see, all of these silvers with the max plus 1 and 2, we can go to gold or we can go to Hall of Fame. So this build is already looking crazy so far, and we just getting started. Pass ag, we're going with that 80 pass ag. All right, so that's gonna be really good. Same thing I said with the ball handling of these badges. All of these can go to gold or to Hall of Fame depending on your style and what you want to do. So now on to the shooting. Mid-range, we're definitely going 90 midi. Come on now, he had a 90 midi. That's what we doing. I love that we could get the max, the gold set shot specialist, which can go to Hall of Fame or which can go to legend with the max plus 1 and 2. We're going 75 3-point shot. So this is where you're gonna see on the next screen at some point. I'm gonna show you the cap breakers, and you can see where you could put if you want more 3-point shot, and you could definitely do that, right? The free throw, we're going 75 on that free throw. Yes, absolutely. Okay, that's all we need to make the open shots. Now, this is where the build is just getting crazy. So I didn't go with no post game. If you want to put some post control there, you could do that. I definitely went with that 72. Absolutely. 72 standing dunk, you already know that's what we're doing. Driving dunk, we're definitely going 93 driving dunk. So you can see how nasty this build is going to be. The cap breakers is going to play a vital role in you actually just making this build a little more OP. With that gold posterizer, we can either go max plus 1 gold or max plus 2 legend, which is crazy. Then we're going 85 on our layup for layup mix master. Switch that to gold, or we can go Hall of Fame with the max plus 1 and 2. And then we're gonna go with an 80. Hold on, we're supposed to have an 81. Everything's looking good. Everything looking good. Perfect. So this is the complete build, right? Now, in terms of the takeovers, so when we look, let's go all the way down here, right? So trifecta is a solid one. I like this one because of the layup. The lethal layups improves the ability to finish through layups and floaters in traffic. 97 mid-range, 92 driving layup, and then the 83-point shot. That's tough. You can't go wrong with that. This one is more of what he had to. He had the 79 perimeter. I wouldn't go with this one. Skilled slasher is always a great one. I always recommend people, man, look at that, man. 98 driving dunk, 83-point shot, and a 96 midi. That's nasty, my people. Okay, that is insane. This is another good one. Blur, 91 layup, 98 driving dunk with a 92 ball handle. So many good ones, man. I'm telling you, so many good ones. This one is another good one. 86 speed with ball, 92 ball handle, 83-point shot. That's another good one. This one is also good, but I wouldn't go with anything with standing dunk. I think you're fine with the standing dunk. This is another good one for the 97 midi, 93 point. Like, you got options, man. There's so much that you could do, man. So much you can choose from with this build overall. All right, so now look at that, my people. Come on. Yes, I don't do that clickbait stuff, man. Crafty mid-range slasher, Brandon Roy. I don't be doing all that, capping, and no, I don't do clickbait. I don't know what that is, man. What you see is what you're going to get in the video, all right? Brandon Roy, #1 shades, all right? Prime Brandon Roy at that, all right? So let's go to before we do that, so look at that. Will struggle to contain players outside. Ready picks pockets on intercepts. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, still is not even all that. Still is cool, but if you play decent defense, then you're fine. You don't need to be trying to steal the ball and do all that crazy stuff. Listen, you're perfectly fine. Relentless downhill pressure, smooth, effortless ball manipulation, sticks to middle with no hesitations, elevates effortlessly in the paint. Okay, that's B Roy all the way. Alright, so now let's go to the cap breaker screen and see what we can do for this build. Let's do it. Alright, my people, so we are at the cap breaker screen, as you can see right now. So this is gonna be dope. I'm not even gonna lie, this is gonna be dope, man. There's so much that we can do. So in my honest opinion, right, here's what you can do. You can build specialize in finishing or shooting. It's really up to you. I don't really want to tell you what to do because maybe you may see something better in your eyes, you know. But this is the B-Roy template. You can do whatever you would want with this Brandon Roy build, okay? This is just me bringing you the template. If you want to use the exact build, you can. If not, that's perfectly fine, right? But let's just go over these cap breakers. So let's say you can get a 90 layup if you was to put cap breakers here. That's another good one. You can definitely go 97 drive and dunk if that's what you want to do. That's another good one. You could go to 95 mid-range. That's tough. You can go with an 80 3-point shot if that's what you want to do. You will be able to get that 91 ball handle. You can get an 85 on the speed with the ball. You know, that's another good one as well. Or what you can do is, let me see, maybe you want more pass act, right? But the big movers are on the defense side, okay? This is where the big movers are. So when it comes to the agility, this is gonna be crazy. So 90 agility, if you put cap breakers, you put 5 here, you have a 90 agility. That would be dope, right? That's another good one. Or you could go to 85 speed, but I think most people would want to get more agility, so that makes sense. You could get more rebound. Let's say maybe you just want your B-Roy build to have rebound. You get a 78. That's what you want. That's cool. I wouldn't really stress too much about that. The block, you could do something with that block as well. You know, the only thing that you could get is a 74 block, which is dope. But to me, what I really like, my people, what I really like is that steal, and I love that perimeter defense. So if you put 5 cap breakers to perimeter defense, you can get an 86 perimeter defense, right? Or if you was to put the cap breakers to your steal, you literally will be able to get the same amount. Okay, so that's the cool thing, because you have options now, my people. You have options. So with having a low steal rating like this, your big movers are your lowest attributes. All right, so now you have the option. So you can get an 85 steal, which gives you the interceptor on gold. I would probably do that. Like, I like defense, and I know I said that about steal earlier, but to me that is nasty. Okay, to have an 86 with the 93 drive and dunk, the 90 midi, like having all of these attributes on offense will be crazy. This would take your build to the next level, you know. So it's really up to you. If you're a steal person, go with the cap breakers on steal. If you're a perimeter defense person, you can definitely go with that, you know. Maybe you believe that you would want, you know, some post control. That's another good one. So you could go up to an 83 post control if that's what you want to do. So, all right, so this build is dope. This is a dope build right here. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build, and until next time, much love.